What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Asia session stream. I hope you guys are doing great. I am doing absolutely amazing as usual. You guys know I am on a pretty good streak right now. I just today was my fourth winning day, actually. Yeah, my fourth winning day on my 550k select accounts. So I only need one more trading day to be able to request another 10k plus payout for a total of $22,000 in the last 2 weeks. Okay, so that's pretty amazing. I am very grateful for the current market conditions that are aligning with my strategy. And yeah, today I took two trades, one win, one loss. Hopefully we can see it here. Can we see it here? I think we just saw that right before, but no. Let me see if I can put the executions. If it did not, nah. Those executions, they leave. It's weird. But yeah. So I hope you guys are doing great. Let me just pull out the chat here so I'll talk to you guys. Hope today was good for you. Today was it was a very choppy action from the first hour and a half, and then after that it was good. So some good short opportunities for sure. For show. All right. What's up, Kate? What's up, Brian? What's up, Jay? How are you guys doing? You're rugged. Rugged from what? What's up, guys? Prior execution should show up in replay. Let me see. Should it? No. No, I think when just the market closes and you close your trading view, it's just it doesn't show it anymore. But I took two trades. The first one being here. I entered shorts exactly at this level, ended up being stopped out with a 15-point stop loss, unfortunately, and somewhere right here. Was targeting that most recent low for a 1-to-1. Unfortunately, price picked up during the macro at 1150. Price ran to sweep my stop loss and then ended up giving us the best opportunity to short. I entered another short opportunity right here. I saw it. I had such a tight stop loss. I just wanted to get the move from the first 5-minute bar and then go break even. And I swear my stop loss was here. I entered exactly at 242. As soon as we displaced from this bar, I immediately put my stop loss to break even, and it ended up running for 40 handles back to my target. So yeah, is it, was it stressful? No, because I was just risking like $100 on that second trade. Was it risky though? Hell yeah. it was. I already assumed that I lost that $100 before going into the trade, to be honest. So yeah. So today, good thing that you said, Roman. Can we get some W's in the chat right now, guys? Because today, the person producing is not Tony. It is my brother, Brent. So can we get some W's in the chat for the new producer? He's going to be with us during the Asia session. Fellow Canadian also. So definitely good to see someone from the same country as me. Yep. But Tony's here with us full time now, so that's also a huge W for the team. All right, guys. Now let's talk about the charts. Let's talk about what I see and what I think will happen within that next daily print. Currently, what do you guys think will happen? Okay, from that Monday, from what we have below us, from the current structure, the current context, Let me know if you guys are looking for longs or for shorts on this daily candle. Let me know, and then I'll show you guys exactly my thought process and using the anatomy of a candle plus the timing to explain where I think price will go. What if Tony was the good luck? We're good. Don't worry, we're good. We're 100% good. Let me send that here. My two blown accounts definitely indicate I was not the good. Yeah, Tony started trading, by the way. And that's what he told me. Shorts. Yeah, I am definitely looking for shorts. Just look at how this hourly, not this hourly, this daily candle closed. If you were looking at a 1 minute chart, would you buy or would you sell the next candle? And for me, it is 1,000% a sell, at least back towards this unfilled gap. So currently, what we're seeing is that price, so the market, the buyers tried to push price up above 83. Okay, buyers got squeezed within that push. Perfect. Now within this bar, we flipped below the opening price and closed bearish. When we close bearish on a bar like this, it tells me that the sellers are the one controlling the market and the buyers were used as liquidity, as fuel to see then that candle closing bearish. So now the information that I'm getting from this bar is very good to project where the next candle will go, because I never look for reversals until big levels get swept. So here, I would never, first of all, I would never look for a reversal until that daily unfilled gap gets taken out. Considering how we close on that previous print and how also how weak we are from that daily bar, okay? The distance between this unfilled gap is way closer than seeing basically that upwick of that bearish candle. So for me, anything above this daily candle's opening price is just a fake out to trap buyers into thinking that price will reverse, when in reality it needs the fuel right here, right below us within the gap, and those previous day lows here to have enough buyers to then see the reversal. So for me, if I was looking at a 1 minute chart, I would never ever try to long this candle right here, especially without sweeping this daily low and this one, which is the low within the gap. So now, how do I project the next candle? How do I think it's going to close? I think price has more chances of creating a bearish candle than a bullish candle. Okay, so I am predicting that the close of tomorrow, so Tuesday, will be bearish within that print. Okay, if I'm predicting that this is what's going to happen because of the overall context and structure, every single candle has an open, high, low, and close, meaning that for me, anything that will be above this current daily candle's opening price is going to be used as a fake out and a way to trap buyers, okay, form that upwick. So here, what could potentially happen? We have an aggressive move during the Asia session back towards the unfilled daily gap, okay? And once we have it, then it will create some sort of reaction, which will lead price to get back above the daily candle's opening price. And at that point, when we shift on the hourly, I will not treat this shift as a true market structure shift. I will treat the shift as a way to form the upwick of a future bearish bar. I will not short immediately because this is just shorting by being blind. Okay, I'm not going to predict. I will wait for us to reflip back below the current daily candle's opening price, break structure, and once we break structure, I will enter shorts with my stop loss above this high, and predicting that we formed a protected high within that daily candle, and then I want to see the move back all the way to the close, okay, which is the anatomy of a bearish candle in terms of time. So here, what do I think will happen? I think we have a pretty good chance of seeing the move towards that daily low here and that unfilled gap during the Asia session, especially from 8 p.m. open, which is Tokyo. And why do I think that? Because of the strongness of the close. Okay, we are closing so strong on this bar. It's bearish, so weak. So here, it's not like if I pull out my fib, we are at 50% of that previous daily range and it's a 50-50. No, it is a scenario where the likelihood of us reaching the day low, because we are very close to it, is very high. Okay. Another scenario could potentially happen, because it's not that I have the framework of looking for the next candle to close bearish, that I will necessarily look only for shorts throughout tomorrow's action. Why? I can flip my bias because of something, and it is going to be what's happening within this candle. If I pull out my fib from the high to the low of that candle, okay, let's say we get rid of this one. Okay, let's say I pull out my fib from the high to the low of that candle. If we sweep that low, okay, if we sweep that low during the Asia, and we get past 70% of that previous print, for me, I am giving up on the shorts. If we don't see any sellers stepping in from that 50% of that print, I am giving up on shorts. And it's either going to be a candle that will close as a reversal with a lot of accumulation at the end of the day, or we're going to see that previous daily high being taken out. So for me, if I wake up tomorrow at New York session and we already swept this previous daily low into this gap, and we are now past 30,256, okay, 70% of that previous print, I will only be looking for longs, and I will judge that this is the low of day, and the current candle has way more chances of closing bullish on the daily than bearish. So then I will go and target that previous daily high rather than looking for the upwick of a future bearish candle to get formed. Usually, once we get so much aggression from the previous print, from the previous day's range, then it means that value was established with, above certain levels that I judge being bearish, and I flip my bias. So there's a lot of things that can happen, so I'm being patient. I'm gonna wait for the best opportunity to take a scalp. Last week we took 4 break-evens, okay, 4 or 5 break-evens. So I would say it was a hard week for the Asia session. We did not take any losses though, so yeah. Let me know if you understand my current approach, how I view the charts, where I think price will most likely go, or if you need me to explain it again, because it's a little bit too complicated. But I think with the current way that I approach things and the way that I explain stuff, I am not giving you guys too many ICT terms so you get lost into it. I'm not saying breakers, order blocks, inverse. I'm not saying any of this. I'm only relying on candlesticks and projections. What's my theory on the next candle closure because of the overall context and my overall data? Okay, so currently, what do I think price will do? I think price will go towards that daily low within the next few minutes, potentially that first 30-minute print. If we don't see this, then it means that the first hourly candle will be in accumulation phase, and I will look for that 8 p.m. to actually be the catalyst to drive us back down towards that daily low. But in a lot of cases, we will see straight from the 30-minute, the first 30 minutes of that daily candle opening, the sweep of that previous daily low. Maybe not 1,000%. Price did bounce off S3 daily pivot. S3 daily pivot. Is that not like a... What was that? I was using an indicator back in like 2023. Like early 2023. Camarilla pivots, is that it? S3 daily pivot? Let me know, Thumper, if it's that. Camarilla pivots. I remember using that indicator back then. Let me know if anyone here actually uses those pivots. It's actually not that bad. Hey Amos, I absolutely love your streams. How did you come up with your strategy? Appreciate you. Scuba Patrick. Appreciate you, my brother. How did I come up with my strategy? I tried everything and nothing truly made sense in terms of timing. Okay, that's really what you need to understand. A lot of information online is extremely valuable information about bounce levels, support and resistance, structure. But one thing that I always found very subjective was the timing. When is price actually gonna move from A to B at this exact time? Because what gives you money is really understanding the timing of, okay, I am gonna take the same exact trade every time with my stop loss set at this exact area, my take profit also set at this exact area, and I'm gonna do it mechanically. If you can do that, then that means that you have an edge. But usually, the problems that I would encounter with my old strategies was that I had the right bias. I had, let's say, a very good level that I was able to read and was able to see a potential bounce from, but I did not get the timing right. Every time I would get swept 5 times before it actually went, or it would dig, you know, a little bit deeper, break structure again, and then leave. So then I basically went and backtest and built a reversal strategy and a continuation strategy that I use every single day. So yeah, pretty much my own. TJ, how are you doing, my brother? TJ in the house, checking on the boy. Hell yeah. Eating dinner, watching my brother. Appreciate you, TJ. Appreciate you, bro. You know, Joey is my new duo right now in on the trading floor. But I wish you can be there at least once a week. We can turn that into a trio. That would be insane. Because I know your duo is Rebby, but I need you at least in one stream. I need to get hyped. Yeah, it hurts my feelings a lot. Hell yeah. Sorry if I missed. What do you do if we get the previous day sweep before Tokyo Open? I will look for the same thing. I still see the day being bearish, and I still see the daily candles opening price as a way, as a level to trap buyers, okay? And a premiumed entry, a good premium entry to sell. That's how I view it. So looking at my previous candle, how can I project the close of the next one? And currently, I'm projecting a bearish close. So until I see price reversing and capitulating over 70% of the previous day's print, then I'm still bearish. Until then, everything above that daily candle's opening price for me is a fake out. So we are going to see if we sweep that low. Let's say we sweep that low and we break through it. If we break through that daily low, I'm shorting. You know, I don't mind if we are below the previous daily low. If we still have that gap here, I am shorting back towards that gap easily. But let's say it breaks below this low, okay, and then 7 to 8 p.m. actually moves up very aggressively, ends up being bullish. Since it's counter trend, I would go for a scalp rather than turning that scalp into more of an intraday trade and take a 20 to 30 point move, and instead of letting it ride towards the daily targets, okay? Because those can take way more time. But yeah, so if we break below this hourly low and we still have that unfilled gap, I am shorting back towards this unfilled gap. If we break that low and then we push up very aggressively, I'll try to turn it into a quick scalp to the upside. if that makes sense. But we're gonna run some giveaways today. It's Monday, good vibes. I'll show you guys my my Tradeify actually in my current accounts. I always do this in the beginning of the day, the like beginning of the stream. I'm currently at 13 trading days. Damn, it's not bad. This is not too bad. Let me see that. Wait. Okay. How? 100. Yeah, okay, I remember what happened. Okay, so like I'm gonna show you guys exactly my my journal, my current account, how I'm managing it, because I think a lot of people get, you want to ask me some questions about how I manage my accounts and my overall approach. So let me show you guys my accounts first. So I'm gonna switch screens. I'm gonna go here and like that. Okay. So currently, my brothers, I am trading 550k select funded accounts. I am at 13 trading days, and I currently have a profit of $3,900 per account. How is it 0-0? Wow, no sense. Is that real? I have wait. I have the exact number. 3,900. Am I tripping? Or is that the same thing for everyone? Wait, 3,900 perfect round number. That's such a gambler thing though. But yeah. So here, yeah, currently trading 550k select accounts. How am I doing it? Currently, I'm going for base hits, 1-to-1 restore trades, trying to make that 5 winning days. Okay. How did I do it at first? I made sure I took the right opportunity. I took a trade that built my buffer, and then I would go for base hits right after. So I ended up taking one payout of $11,700 on that 5 set. And in one day, so if tomorrow I win my trade, I will have another $10,500 payout. So totaling over 22,000 in just 2 weeks. So let me show you exactly my journal, okay? And I have some explanations to do with that 100 trades, but I got it for you guys. But if you don't believe me, don't believe me. But it is what it is, okay? Because you're gonna understand with the exact amount I'm aiming for every single day, okay? So I started those accounts in this July, okay? FOMC day, as you guys know, one of my best days ever. $20,000. One big day, I entered with one mini, risking 800. Ended up making $4,000 on that trade. Okay. Then next day, of course, you lose. Okay. By the way, it's on 5 accounts. So if it tells you 15 trades, that means 3 per accounts. 10 trades, that means 2. 25, that means 5, etc. But usually, if I have more than 2 or 3 trades, it's because of one thing that I will explain after. Okay. So first week on those accounts was up $21,480. Perfect. Then we go into August. Lost this. Perfect. Okay. Took what, like 5, no, a little bit more than 5 trades. I would say that day was not the best for sure. And then on that one, 4th, ended up winning my trade. I was at $247. So you need 250 to make it a winning day, like officially a winning day. And then went on micros, boom, lost the next trade, win the next trade, lost the next trade, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, until I made around like I don't know how many, but how many trade I took. But just to get back with one micro, just to get back to that 250, I was able to do it. But that's pretty much what I did here. Okay. So that's why it's written 100 trades, but it's on 5 accounts. And yes, I was fighting with my life for that extra $5. Okay. Then next day, 1,600, really good trade. Next day, 1,286, totaling $2,000 on the week. Then on Monday, the 10th, break even. So first trade was a loss. Second trade was a win. Ended up minus 57, so minus $10 per account. Then very good trade here on the 11th. I was planning that trade. I was like, you know what? Usually we run a little bit more on this one. I ended up requesting a payout on the 7th of 11,000. So when you request a payout, your balance is half of what you had when you requested the payout. So then I needed again that small room of I need that buffer. Okay, I needed that buffer to then be very, very healthy mentally to do base hits and to accept losses. So here, I ended up taking a trade from the first 15 minutes of the market open, ended up hitting my target for more than 70 points. Amazing. Built another time the buffer, $1,200 per account. Then went for base hits, $250 on that day, $250 on that day. That day here, remember, it was on Friday. On the trading floor, I lost $400 per account. I was pissed on that day. I was like, damn, I lost a little bit more than what I wanted to lose in the first place. Why? Because usually I would want to risk 250 to make 250, but on that trade, I ended up being slipped and I misplaced my stop loss because I look at Tradeify and TradingView, but basically I miscalculated and lost a little bit more. All good, perfect. Closed the chart on Friday, locked myself out in front of you guys. Then Monday comes in, lost my first trade, win my second, and then again the same thing. I was at like $248, went with micros and ended up doing the $250 day. So here you see, this is my process. I am going for a bigger trade that will build my buffer, then going for base hits. But on that bigger trade, it doesn't mean that I'm risking my full account. I'm not doing that. I'm just letting my winner run. Okay. And when I do this, I go break even, by the way. Okay. So the 3 times I was able to get bigger trades, I got 2 big trades. Number 1 being right here, which was an insane trade. Probably one of my best trades in 2026. And then for the rest, it's really 1,200, 1,600, like $2,000 of loss. Like you see, that's pretty much consistent until I see one very good opportunity or I put my stop loss to break even. I'm able to capitalize on a good opportunity. So that's pretty much my journal, and it is from my funded accounts. You can see right here. So my active accounts. So yeah, ask me whatever questions that you guys have currently. But we should have my brother Terrence right here ready to jump in with me. Let's bring him in. Also, I took off the win rate. The reason why I took off the win rate was because it's terrible because of the micro trades that I take to make that 250. So what's up, Terrence?
Good, TTV, Amos. How we doing? How we doing?
Doing great. What about you, bro?
Man, blessed, bro. Blessed.
Let's
Today was
go.
rough. New York session was rough this morning, but we made it out. We lived
yeah.
to fight the day. Yep.
Can you show us the trade that you took today? I'm really curious to see how you traded that first range, because that first range was not easy at all.
It was vicious. It was vicious. So Chat, always good to kick it with you guys. The best chat of the day. So as you guys,
Go.
I like to trade the 15-minute orb on ES exclusively. So that's what I was waiting for today. So I'm going to mark out my orb levels here with the blue line. So you'll see at about what is that, 7 a.m. my time, 10 a.m. Eastern time, we finally had a break of the orb low range. So I entered short here. Price on the next candle broke back into orb, so that invalidated my short at that point. So what I did was I reversed the trade, targeted the orb high, sat in the trade for 3 hours, Amos, while we just consolidated and played around the orb low. This is literally my nightmare. This sort of day.
3 hours.
I sat in this trade for 3 hours with a 9.
Oh my god.
Yep.
I would have lost it.
With a 9-point stop loss, just playing around, and then finally we got the move down. So not my best day, but we minimized the loss. We had a good win in the overnight session on Sunday.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So kind of offset the loss from today, but
it's what the trade was based on the orb also, or the IB?
IB. Yep. So
nice.
For those that don't remember this chat, probably you guys remember the drill. We're going through the trying to find a winning strategy for the Asia session. So currently we're on the IB. You guys know how it goes. Let me just time out. What is this? Yo. I think something took over my computer.
LeBron James, hell yeah!
I don't know what's going on right now. It just says the greatest of all time on the top of my screen, and then there was highlights for a second. Not quite sure what happened there.
Let's go.
It happens.
Damn.
Anyways, you guys know the drill for the experiment. 100 trade minimum, 2-week evaluation window. Monday and Wednesday are the check-ins, and then a rubric of 1 to 5 for each strat. So we had the 15-minute orb grade out, came out to 3.68 out of 5. Now we're doing the 1-hour IB. So yeah, that was the trade. So what are we? About 30 minutes into the Globex IB. So we still have 30 minutes until the candle closure, but we'll be keeping an eye on it, man. But yeah.
Yeah, nice, amazing, Terrence. I just saw the post you made on Instagram. I was like, damn, those are so tough. I really those were very, very good posts.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Yeah, I'm kind of new to the social media game, to be honest. It's stepping out of my comfort zone a little bit, but trying to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Trying to.
Are you like more of a did you ever post like actively on your socials, like just for your friends, or just never?
Not very much at all, bro, honestly. I let Miriam take all the pictures, and then I just repost what she posts. I think like my last 4 posts have she's taken and posted all of them, to be honest.
I'm the same. I'm telling you. Until I truly like started to post about trading, I think I never posted a picture of myself like from like 16 to 22 or like 21.
Man, but you kill it on socials. Like with your page.
Thank you so much.
At least
thank you so much. Yeah, I'm grinding right now, and I wanna reach 100K followers on Instagram by the end of this year. It's gonna be it's not gonna be easy, but I'm definitely gonna try it. I started Instagram back in December of 2025, so it's it went kind of fast though. 8 months. No, that's what is it? 10 months now. So yeah.
That much growth in that amount of time, bro. That's impressive. That's impressive.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
But yeah, man. So yeah, that's the goal. Just try to keep growing. I see some people in here who I've talked to a little bit on IG. I see Niv Trades. Nev has also shown some love. So Nev is a boxer, Amos.
Yeah, he told me.
Yeah, some of the combat sports. So I was able to chop it up and connect on on the sports conversation with Nev a little bit, which I always love. Always down to talk
Yeah.
game.
I mean, that's also one big thing about you in general. Like when I ask you questions, I always want to have like your perspective coming from someone who played at such a high level. I think it's like very, very good hindsight, especially if you compare that to trading. Like trading and sports are very, very similar in terms of the mindset that you need to have in order to be at the top. So yeah,
Mm.
yesterday I had a soccer game. I told the chat earlier, but I had a soccer game and we were I think we were like 8 and we needed to be like 13, 14 in order to be like a full team with change ups. And um, I ended up inviting 4 of my friends that like played at a high level, okay? And the other team couldn't touch the ball at all. Okay? They couldn't touch the ball. They could not even like get close to our zone. And at halftime, they were like, "Yo, those guys have to not be in the in the league. They're like for sure not in the league. Let's check if they're actually in the team." And then the guy, the ref, took out his iPad and went one by one looking at pictures.
Oh
And
man.
then we got disqualified.
Oh man.
That's what
Dang,
happened yesterday.
you got some
It never
ballers
happened.
friends,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Some
bro.
ballers in
These
your
guys,
group.
yeah, it's bro. It's kind of crazy to me that people do that as such a like. It's not a league where we are super competitive. We just play for fun. I go there. I never try to hurt myself. I play. I don't play like I play. I would say like 80%. No, and yeah, so we got disqualified yesterday because usually the people that I bring are like okay,
Mhm.
not that good. So then no one will ever ever go to the referee and be like, "Yo,
Yeah.
something's wrong." But then yesterday, I think the people that I took with me were just too good, fortunately.
Bro,
Yeah.
I get it. When I was young, especially like elementary school age, I was so much bigger than everybody. My mom had to carry around my birth certificate at sporting events because
No way.
parents always thought that I was like years older and stuff like that.
um,
Dice
I
eight.
played I played when I was younger against the guy. He was like 6'3" when we were 12. And then that guy was African, okay? And I was like, there is no way you could be that big at that age, okay? So then um me, I'm from Africa too, and I don't even have the same uh, date of birth as my real date of birth on my passport, because there was like
Oh shoot.
something was wrong with it. Okay, so that's basically exactly what happened with that guy. I don't know exactly where he was from, but he probably like I think he was like 18 or 17 probably when we were 12. So yeah,
Crazy, bro.
that guy ended up making it to Team Canada also. So
Oh whoa. Dang, so it
yeah,
paid off.
yeah, it definitely did pay off the cheating.
Man, but yeah, bro, the parallel just in general, the parallels with trading and sport, there's so many. I discover
Yeah,
more and more every day, like the more I get into it, and it's just it makes me love trading that much more all the time. Um, and I'm sure chat can relate to that too. I see a question here, Dice8909. We talked about this before, I believe. We talked about Messi or Ronaldo. I think I remember what you said. Didn't you say you lean Messi because of his vibe or something like that? Or like his off the field?
no. So like Messi is by far the best player to ever touch a football for sure. It's not even a debate with how dominant he currently is at 39 compared to CR7. I just said as a player, Messi is a better player, but as like a personality and as an overall like I would say like star, CR7 has that on him because he
Hmm.
has the personality. He can speak English, uh, Portuguese. Spanish. You know, he has a lot of things that Messi don't have in terms of how he carry himself. Also, he's also the most followed person on Instagram ever. So
Hmm,
that gives him the edge. Also, plus
crazy,
he
man.
plus
Yeah.
he mogs. He mogs too. You know, he looks better than Messi. So we got to give it to him.
It's crazy. Chat, we got any athletes? We got any athletes in the chat? Any retired, old, washed up athletes like me? Or anything like that? Got any soccer players,
Definitely, definitely
ex-football?
do.
Yep,
A
I know
lot
we
of a lot of the chat, um, a lot of the chat definitely are soccer players because every time we bring up soccer, first they tell us it's not soccer, it's football, and second they're immediately debating with me. So I guess they're also basketball fans because of the last stream too.
Oh, that's right. With
Yeah.
Lumi. Lumi's a hooper. I had no idea. I
Mhm.
had no idea. We got some baseball. Retired alpine ski coach. Dang, that's niche. Washed
Very.
basketball player.
Do you know how to ski?
Bro, I've never skied in my entire life. I went snowboarding one time. Miriam took me snowboarding and tried to teach me how to snowboard, bro. I have never been more humbled
Yeah.
in life.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I did it like 3 times also, and it was hard. It's very hard because I'm
Oh,
scared to like give my back. Like I can't. It's like it's pretty scary at first. You really need to go slowly.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. So what are we looking at on the charts, man? Are you
Yeah,
buying
definitely
something else?
bearish. Definitely bearish currently with how this daily candle closed. I would want to see if we can push down towards that daily low, because of the strength of that closure, and then use this low as fuel in order to go back towards that unfilled gap right below us. So definitely gonna look for shorts. I would just want to pair it with an hourly that is breaking structure. So if we do have a very strong closure below this internal low, which is the daily low, I would try to go for this low here, projecting that the next hourly candle has a lot of chances of closing bearish and also filling the gap right below us. So that's number one. If we end up sweeping that low and closing back within the range, bullish, I would say, from the 8 p.m. open, then I will try to go for a scalp. Just trying to go for that quick scalp from the 8 p.m. open. So
Hmm.
yeah, two potential plays, but a lot of things need to happen before I take something. I took 4 break evens last week, and this week I'm not trying to go break even at all. It's either I win or I lose. Yeah,
I
I'm
feel
telling
that.
you. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Okay, so curious. Yeah, to that point, does that mean adjusting how quickly you move your break even, or does that just mean on the
I
front end
mean,
being more
like
cautious with it?
usually my trades are always based on a scalp. So then for me, like the mistakes that I did last week was not being in heavy enough to make that trade worth being a scalp, and giving it too much room for it to turn into a bigger trade that would run for 25 to 45 handles. So then, like my whole hypothesis when I enter a trade is always based on a scalp, based on the fact that I really see the value in taking a trade there and seeing the most recent low being taken out or seeing the most recent high being taken out. And then when the high or that low is taken out, after that, it's up to risk management. It's up to if the market really wants to get me there. That's how usually I view it. But what happened was that I was not sized in enough for me to either take partials from that initial high or just fully leave the position. So I am gonna make sure I'm in heavy enough for for me to catch a little bit more quick scalps rather than letting it run, because I am seeing way more choppy action from this Asia Open. I'm telling you, it is very different than the first, I would say, first month and a half when I started the Asia session. When I started, it was literally better than the New York session. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
it was the New York session. So, yeah.
Yep. Yep. I remember that too. I remember that too. Um, Yeah, it has been interesting. Like, yeah, the confluence between the New York session and how that goes, and the Asia session, Goldex or Tokyo, and how that goes has been really interesting. It seems like one will be good, and then one will
Yep.
be buns, and vice
100%.
versa.
As soon as I see movement, like very good movement, very good price during Asia, I know New York session is gonna be buns for sure.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
it. It's like very rare that you'll see like triple expansion. So Asia, London, and New York expanding. It's either like London and Asia expand and New York chops, or the overnight chops and then New York just delivers.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a question that I've been thinking about today that I wanted to run by you as well, because I know you trade NQ.
Hmm.
I know you're confident in your reading of the candles. Is there any reason why your method, your trading style now, your edge, wouldn't work for a different indice, a different instrument? Could you just apply your exact, in other words, could you apply your exact strategy to a different indice and have similar success, you think?
I'm pretty sure I can. I'm pretty sure I can, but I would need to gather so much data to understand how I can adapt in case of uh, terrible market conditions.
Mm,
So usually how I operate with NQ is that I know price don't pull back to discount. That's like my theory on the market. Like don't pull back to discount if we're truly bullish. So then like most of my entries are extremely aggressive on that asset because with my data it showed me that I should not be scared of seeing a pullback because pullbacks they don't occur that much in the moment I look for a trade. Okay? Of course, in the moment that I look for a trade with my edge. But then, so if I try to do the same exact thing on a different asset, the timing is going to be different because I don't know the pullback percentage. I don't know how deep we can truly pull back within the range and the trade still being valid. I am very confident in my overall ability to find bias in any other assets, but what about the timing? What about the stop loss placement and also the take profit placement? So that I would need to gather way more data. I would say ES and NQ are very similar. So like trading both of them would not really change anything to like my stats or like not that much. But in general, like if I was gonna go to like RTY or YM, then I would need to switch few things off of the entry and off of what I'm how I can adapt to difficult market conditions. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That, I think that aligns a lot with me as well. So I've been trying to explore gold a little bit, especially on the
Mhm.
Tokyo session,
Yeah.
but my take profit and my stop losses, I don't have confidence in those quite yet. So still trying to eye how to kind of adapt and hone in on that,
Yeah.
because I'm so comfortable and I feel very confident in setting those on ES, which is what I trade pretty much exclusively. But there's been some good moves on gold. It's been really appealing. So planning to start taking some looks at that as well.
And why do you prefer ES
Hmm.
more than NQ?
Absolutely. Yeah. So in general, like if I could just say from the highest level, I really like I really like that ES is more diversified, which leads to less volatility, right? Like NQ has 100 companies. So, if there's one that has, some crazy data that comes out or earnings or whatever, obviously there's more volatility. I like how ES is more calm and tame and chill. It's kind of like my own personality. I like to kind of attribute it to. And I feel like the levels are really good on ES. I haven't watched as much on NQ again because of the volatility, but like key levels like pre-market high, yesterday's low, pre-market low, yesterday's close, those sorts of things that set my I use as support and resistance to set my
Yeah.
stop loss primarily, feel respected more on ES, at least from what I've evaluated.
I like that. But during the Asia session, did you ever try like to back the same exact? Because I agree with you during the New York session. I think ES, like for a bigger picture play, or if you're gonna hold your trade for, I would say like an hour, ES is like there is way less fake outs for sure.
Yep.
And on NQ, it's like ES on steroids for sure.
Yeah.
And I like NQ so much because I go for those small base hits of like 20-30 handles every day. And I like how aggressive it is, because usually I want to be right quick, I want to be wrong quick. But someone who's going for like an intraday trade or looking for that daily closure, I think ES is for sure gonna give you better, in my opinion, better results in terms of the levels that are being respected and how vicious the pullbacks are. And but during the overnight session, is there any reason why you prefer ES, also knowing that it doesn't really move like that also on NQ?
Yeah, it's a really good question, honestly. And I've considered making the switch to NQ in the overnight session, the Globex and the Asia, just because it almost seems like ES during New York. So much more.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, in comparison. But I just have so much familiarity with ES. It's what I've back tested on vigorously. I feel so much more confident with setting certain point value levels or take profits and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
to answer your question directly, 100% I've considered making the switch in the overnight. But for now, probably primarily because we've been doing this Asia session experiment.
Yeah.
And I'm reluctant to switch instruments for different strategies. But the thing that I like about it is I have no issue setting a take profit and a stop loss on ES and letting it play out for the night, and just kind of seeing how things play out, trusting the trade, that sort of thing. So I don't mind the slow movement overnight, but definitely considering making a switch. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. I like it. So wait, how many likes do we have currently? Because I don't see any. Okay, so we have 120 likes currently. So let's bring those likes up, guys. Let's do 250 likes for the first like goal. It will be for a 50K select account. So once we reach that first like goal, then we're gonna be increasing the account size. Okay, so let's start with 50, and then the second like goal we'll do 100, and then third like goal we'll do 150. Yeah, let's do that. All right, guys. So make sure to like the stream. Also subscribe to the channel. We are I am gonna look for a trade potentially within the next 30 minutes, 45 minutes ish. But currently, with this first hourly candle closing, we do have a divergence between ES and NQ. So ES just swept that previous day low, you can see here, while NQ did not sweep it. So those kind of divergences in the market lead to price creating pullbacks on the asset that is stronger. So here in this case, since ES created a lower low while NQ created a higher low, then that means that we could see a pretty deep pullback from NQ. I am still gonna lean for shorts. I'm not switching my bias just because of that small divergence, but I am being very cautious of just shorting blindly, knowing that we could retrace here. And right now, I would want to see this hourly candle closing as an accumulation candle, basically being an inside bar candle, a candle that is not able to sweep either the previous candle's high or trade below the previous candle's low. And if we have this, then I'll be very, very happy with seeing price opening up, sweeping the previous candle's high, closing bearish, pointing towards that daily previous daily low, and 8 p.m. opening lower to sweep all that resting liquidity. This is what I'm going to be looking for. Hopefully we get that set up. If we do get it, I'm full porting my accounts.
I like it, man. I'm kind of eyeing a trade right now, depending on how this 5-minute candle closes. So we have our Globex IB range is closing. We have 2 minutes and 45 seconds before the IB range for Globex is established. I saw somebody ask, Manu SB57 said, "What's the setting of the IB indicator?" This is IB first hour by Tradeify's Joey Morgan. So I set the
Yeah.
setting to Globex. He's probably going to be popping up here pretty soon. He usually does. But set the session to Globex. You can pick your session, whichever one you want it to represent. But it shows IB mid, IB quarter, IB 3/4, and of course the full IB range. So EMA is intersecting with IB mid right now. We have VWAP right there in blue as well. So EMA I don't love as support and resistance. Again, we talked about it before, but it's a function of volume and time. So I don't like to use that as support and resistance. I much rather VWAP, which is a function of volume and price. So if we can close this above VWAP, I'm probably going to enter long for the IB strat and target probably this next area of consolidation from the session, probably around 777. So, but we'll see. Got a minute 30 left. But Amos, man, how was the weekend? Anything fun aside?
Amazing. It was amazing. First thing I just want to say, I actually need to take a bathroom break like real quick, and then we're gonna get into that, right?
All good, brother. All good.
All right.
Chat, you're stuck with me for a minute or two. How you guys doing? Hope you guys made it out of the New York session alive. I know it was a tough one for me. I gotta wait until Asia for any action. Yeah, the Tokyo session is usually much more movement, but 50 seconds left before the Globex IB range is established. So kind of eyeing this long here. Bathroom. Lost a lot in options. Oh man, I'm really sorry to hear it, Abdul. Magic Trader, yeah, it was a hard New York session, but remember, we are risk mitigators. So I hope you guys were able to manage your risk all right, make it out, live to fight another day. New here, what is IB? So IB is initial balance, Hannah. So it's ultimately the same as orb, which you might be a little bit more familiar with. Amos is gone. Let's do a giveaway. We got. Sorry, I was eyeing this short here, depending on how we reacted to IB mid. Now that the IB Globex range is established, we close below that IB mid, so I don't really love the long quite yet. I want to wait for this 5-minute candle closure to get more confirmation in terms of what direction we're going to go. But in terms of what IB is, let's get my little drawer out. So what you see here in blue, this is the IB range. Similar to orb, you might be familiar with that opening range breakout. So for the first hour of the market, there's a top and the bottom. So what the IB range basically indicates is buyers and sellers determining what the fair value is for the price. So what IB does is it represents that exchange rather. So what I'm expecting is if we can establish that range for the first hour, so price is kind of settled, it's given time to settle. Once we break that range, I expect institutional traders and market participants to follow through in that direction. So that's what I'm anticipating on the break of the IB high or the IB mid. I'm sorry, IB low or IB high. IB mid is oftentimes a good level of support and resistance as well. So I'll be evaluating breaks and rejections of that. Welcome back, brother, to the party.
Hey, brother. What's up, my brother? All right.
So, yeah,
so you asked about my weekend. It was a very good weekend, actually. Had a party at my friend's house on Friday. Then Saturday I just went to the restaurant and watched UFC also. And then on Sunday I had my soccer game, so pretty chill. Okay. What about you?
That sounds like a good weekend, man. Yeah, we had a pretty chill weekend as well. So Miriam and I, what did we do? Oh, we recently got bikes, and we are for sure bike people now. Like, we are
Like
self-appointed bike
double
people.
bikes or like
Yo, can you imagine us with the tandems? But no, separate. With the hair just blowing in the wind. But no, bro, we got wow, we are getting a little bit of a sell off here on ES. Keeping an eye on that as we have 2 minutes left in this candle. But yeah, we just went to the store one day, just out of nowhere, bro. We were like, let's go get bikes. So we went to like 4 different bike stores. It took me forever to find one that fit me, that was big enough for me, small enough for Miriam. And then finally at like our third or fourth bike store, we found them. And I've just been riding almost every day all over the neighborhood or to coffee shops and stuff like that. So we did a little bit of that. We had a movie night at the crib, and then we went and hung out with my in-laws. We went to their house and had some great food and just kicked it. They gave me a little Arabic lesson.
Nice.
Chill. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Where did you learn in Arabic?
I think they were trying to teach me. It's
Forgot.
always like kind of one-off words here and there. So I'll like ask, how do you say this? Or like they'll say something to me in Arabic, and then I'll ask for like kind of an explanation.
Mm.
So talked about eating, like ana akul means I am eating, I guess. What else did we talk? Very intro stuff, bro. I'm like very
Mm. That's good though.
barely know what I'm doing. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. I don't even know how to speak Arabic though, so like I can't I can't help you with that.
Yeah, Habibi. Hannah knows. Yeah, I mean, um, where you're from and your family, it's all French foundation, right? Like not very much
It's
Arabic.
no, it's Arabic and another language called Amazigh. So I speak Amazigh and not Arabic.
Interesting. Okay, what's the like, you know how English is Latin based? Like what's the
I have
base? What's it
no clue.
similar to? Okay.
I have no clue. It's not. It's such a like super. It's a super niche. Like not a lot of people speak that. 100%. Wait, let
Hmm.
me see.
To answer your question, Abdul, yes, my wife is Arab, and her family speaks. My in-laws all speak Arabic, so yeah, trying to learn to communicate with them so we can talk smack about people right in front of them and they won't know. Um, how tall is Miriam? Very short, Kate. She says she's like 5'2", but she's actually like 5 foot. We're just trying to learn Arabic. Yeah, trying to learn Arabic. How do you pronounce it, Amas? Amizi?
Amazigh.
Amazigh.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a very hard language to speak. If you like, there's so many. Rr.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
all the sounds. There is That's very very hard. Sure.
Oh yeah, because you're from more of like a rural part of
Mm-hmm.
Algeria?
Yeah, Algeria.
Algeria?
Yeah, Algeria. North Africa.
Hmm.
Buy or sell a moss. Hey, it's not that easy. Brother, it's not that easy. I am waiting for a lot of confirmations right now. I would want us to sweep that hourly high and close back inside the range and then short. That would be my go-to. Currently we are in a chop. We also have a divergence between ES and NQ from that daily low. So I could expect a bigger move up and then 8 p.m. to go destroy all those lows below us. So yeah.
Hmm.
I saw the clip. Also. They posted on Tradeify TV's YouTube channel the clip of us talking about football, and you were
Oh,
talking about yeah. I saw that. I was like, damn, he
yes,
cooked.
bro. I could
Yeah.
talk shop all day. I love that stuff. It took me back to, you know what's funny? I figured I would be doing the most with this. I almost came with my helmet today and showed up on stream with the helmet because it's game time. But I was like, nah,
Because it's games. I like that.
I'll save that for the IG. But
Like
yeah,
we need to
bro,
save that for like a big game, a big football game.
I like that.
What's your favorite team?
So I'm from Seattle, so I like the hometown team. I like the Seahawks, but my squad is the Saints. Who dat?
The Saints. Saints.
From New Orleans.
Saints. Oh, I like the running back.
Alvin Kamara.
Kamara. Damn, I love him. Right, he's old though. Like I've watched him since I was like 13. Is he not old? Or he came into the league like super early? Because how is he still in the league? How do I know the guy? If I know you and you still play, that's kind of crazy because I don't know any new players.
Yeah,
I just know the OGs.
I think he's been in the league for at least 10 years. I'm pretty sure. At least 10 years.
How are you a running back and survive 10 years of getting absolutely smoked by the linebackers and the D line?
Yep,
it's hard.
Tough. Running back, it's tough to last long.
I had a question regarding that. I heard the rumor of those football players that they would say, I need to smoke weed after the game just so I do not feel just so I do not feel like my legs hurting or my, I don't know, my arms hurting. Is that true or it's absolute coke?
I mean, I'll say this: there are a lot of players, at least at the collegiate level, I can confirm for sure that smoke a bunch. But the thing is, we get tested. Like we get tested all the time, and they're random. So we get tested by the university, and we get tested by the NCAA. The NCAA will have random tests, but they tell you 24 hours in advance. So, bro, there were some dudes who would smoke, get the notification that they had a drug test in 24 hours and be sweating. They were drinking water, doing all the stuff to try to get it out of their system.
So weed, how much time does it take before it actually leaves your system? Was it not like a week?
I thought it was like a month or something like that.
Yeah, like 3 weeks. That's what I saw.
What'll happen is the NCAA will flag you if your system's too diluted. Like if you've been drinking too much water or if you've been taking like certain supplements to dilute. But
no way.
Oh yeah, they'll flag you. So what that means is you just have more consistent drug tests, but it's better than getting completely, losing your eligibility for, I think it's like a year suspension or something like that, at least when I was playing. But yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so even weed is not like I thought it was just like drugs, like steroids that they did not let you take, but I thought you could smoke weed. Do you smoke weed, yes or no? That's a good question.
That is a good question. But yeah, bro, so there's two different tests. There's two different random drug tests. So you'll either get a random drug test that is based on performance enhancers or the drug test for weed. The one for performance enhancers, a lot less people actually take stuff like that. Like a lot less people will take steroids or stuff like that, at least in college, for sure.
Do you get tested in high school?
Nah, no way, bro.
Okay, that's where they blast the steroids then.
I've seen that. It's sad.
Oh my god, because those guys are way too big. It's impossible to be that big at that age, or are you just a freak?
Yeah, it's sad. There's some kids who will, bro, you can mess yourself up taking stuff like that young. It's crazy.
Did
people
you?
Will do it.
Because like I've heard, let's say there's ways like right now where they're building the players to just be NBA players, or like they're building their kids to be NBA players or like football players now. Like they make their kids take like human growth hormones before puberty just so he's super tall. I saw that. I actually saw that, but I guess that for sure that will have an impact on you, on your kid, for sure. But like, okay, so if someone takes like some like steroids at like 15, 16, and he becomes huge and then has what it takes to get a D1 offer, do you think now that he has that offer, he could still sustain like the physical shape that he had throughout high school, or now that he's not going to be on drugs, he's going to be cooked?
Is it possible? Yes, I think so, because this is not justifying steroids or anything like that, but like, for example, Barry Bonds, right? People always talk about Barry Bonds, the famous baseball player who hit a bunch of home runs and allegedly took steroids, but they didn't prove it. You still have to hit the ball, and you have to have the skill to hit the ball, right? So like,
Yeah.
similar with football, you can get big and have a supplement help you get big. Once you get off that, yeah, you're gonna have to work harder to maintain that. But if you've developed a skill, you've developed a skill. You know what I mean?
I agree, but that's the thing. I saw fighters, the UFC, or they said there was some fighters that they were given drugs so early in their career, or like in their journey, which led them to become so good after on, because drugs, let's say the steroids that they would use, would make them like they could train 2 or 3 times in a day.
Mm.
That's really more about the recovery. So then they were putting in way more reps than a normal human being, so then they would acquire the skill. So like if you go through like a high volume training, sometimes it can take you up to 2 days to come back, depending on your genetics, like, or like to be fully back with your like
Hmm.
your muscles to be good. But then those guys, that's really about like how many reps that you can put in without being fatigued. That's
Hmm.
what I saw with like the UFC fighters, that they were like, oh, the Russians, they're blasting them with steroids at 13 years old. That's why, they're not losing a grappling match or this or that.
Hmm.
Or like they have like strength that is not necessarily they cannot really tell you in words how strong they truly are. You have to feel it in a fight, and they're like, it is humanly impossible to be that strong without drugs, or have taken any drugs within your life.
Yeah, it's wild, man. I just like, of course, the temptation creeps up in your mind, low key, especially after I finished football. I was like, maybe I should just try to get huge. But
Maybe I should try to get you.
yeah, because my whole life I always trained for like sport, athletics. And so after football, I was like, dang, maybe I should just try to get as big as possible and shoot up or something. But
Yeah.
no, it's just messes too much with my hormones, and I don't want sustaining side effects and stuff like that. I'm already losing my hair. I already got to go to Turkey with Joey and Tyler. So you know, somebody said
No,
it here:
you're good.
10 grams of creatine gets you right. I'm a huge advocate of creatine. Huge
Oh
advocate.
yeah.
Oh yeah, one of the most
Damn.
studied supplements there is. That and caffeine. Um,
I stopped creatine. I was like his placebo effect.
what?
I thought it was like placebo. Like you don't, you take it, but then it's like it's really you play with it plays with your brain.
I mean, shoot, there's power in that, honestly. Like, I sometimes tell Miriam too. I'm like, hey, if it's placebo, if it works, I'm I'm okay with it. But creatine is one of the ones that it's just been so tested for decades. Um,
Hmm.
the the proof behind it is really, really undoubtable. Um, but yeah.
Someone said hydrochloride instead of monohydrate. When I used to take it, when I used to take creatine when I was grinding the gym hard, it was monohydrate, but I don't know the difference really. Is that really like a does that really make a big difference?
Yeah, I would stick with monohydrate, to be honest. It's the one that's been the most studied, and they have the most truth behind it. Um, yeah,
Speaking about speaking about steroids. Oh, sorry, I cut you off. You can finish.
Oh no, 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 I was done.
Okay. Speaking about steroids, I you know okay, let me know how you can spot someone taking steroids. Like what's like the biggest sign that someone is taking steroids? As someone who definitely saw people.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because there are some dudes out there who are just ripped, bro. But like, you
Yeah,
see,
that's the thing. There's
you see people who are ridiculously ripped. It's really, really and large too. Have the size, and we're getting a little bit of a dumpy here. Rejection of um IB mids.
someone said
I'll be eyeing
someone
that.
said
Sorry, guys.
roid rage.
Roid range, yeah, bro, or like the back knee, stuff like that. Um,
Yeah.
super vascular. Then you start getting suspicious. You're like, bro,
Uh,
you know, you
I
juicing?
saw I saw like people talking about it, and they were like, there's two ways you can really spot someone um being on steroids, and it's the size of their shoulders and size of their legs.
Hmm.
Because in terms of receptors in your body, in your muscles, those they call those androgenic receptors, and when you take those steroids, the first signal that they will send is through your shoulders and your legs. So if you
Hmm.
have insanely huge shoulders, there's like more receptors. There's basically huge shoulders, huge legs. Um, Probably that guy is on something. And even like you'll see people that take steroids and they have to train the legs once every 3 weeks, and they're still gonna be huge. Yeah.
Chat, you guys are gonna see me come on stream, and my shoulders are gonna be. You're gonna know exactly. You're gonna be like Terrence caved. Terrence did it. But no,
Oh
yeah, I feel
shit.
that. That's interesting. I didn't know that about the receptors, like
Hmm.
being more sensitive, I guess you could say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hmm. Would you ever do it? You ever consider?
Never.
Never.
Never in my life. No. I don't want to be bulky. I like to run and play soccer.
That makes sense. Yeah. You don't really see like jacked, at least I don't, jacked soccer players.
No, never. You could see like probably like a jacked like center back. Like the people who play defense on in soccer are very tall. You know, there's like 6'2", 6'4". I would say like the last two defenders in the middle.
Really?
But yeah, they're very like most of the league is like not that small. You would think they're like very small, but they're not that small. A lot of players are 6 foot at least, or like 5'11", bare
Hmm.
minimum. Yeah,
Oh yeah, somebody said Holland. Yeah. But I figured he was like kind of an anomaly in soccer, right?
he's
Like,
an anomaly for like his like where he plays. Usually where he plays, like there is big guys where he plays, you know, but not his height is definitely very very unusual. But
hmm,
in as a defender, you'll see people with his height for sure.
okay, interesting. So I would probably be a defensive back, you said, or a center back.
Center back, yeah, you'd be a center back for sure, for sure. Because usually it's hard. It's very hard to be able to move in small spaces and create space if you have extremely long legs.
Hmm.
You know, the taller you are, the better you are at like playing physical and boxing people. So like, let's say you'd be a better defender than someone attacking because your legs are too long. Like there is of course very rare cases of like people being extremely good at 6'3", like Pogba or like other people, but it's very rare.
Hmm.
You'll see like Messi is like 5'7", then this guy can really cook you in a super small super small space where it's harder for you to if you're taller.
Yeah, it's interesting. Man, you
Yeah,
see some of these dudes, especially in the league, like the NFL.
yeah,
Derrick Henry, for example, bro, a
yeah.
tank,
Derrick Henry,
like 6'4", I don't know, 240 or 250 or something like that.
6'4",
And
240.
he can move, bro. Like,
Imagine he runs towards you, just blitz you.
dude, so big, bro.
Nothing,
Oh my gosh.
nothing.
Um, McDroid, I wanted to answer your question. Sorry. So, how many micros do you usually trade? So, in terms of the Asia session and this experiment, I trade 5 micros. I do size up if I get nice levels retested. In the New York session, I typically trade a mini. So, sorry, Mas, I didn't want to cut you off, but I didn't want to
No
leave my boy
worries. No worries.
McDroid.
I think we're talking a lot about steroids and in in sports in general. We gotta talk a little bit more about trading for sure.
No, I love it. I love it. I could talk sports all day, bro.
Yeah, that's my go-to for sure. Like sports are. I truly like when I was younger. I was like, I'm either gonna do, I'm either gonna be building my own business or I'm gonna do something related to sports
Mm,
or like a business related to sport because I find it fun.
100%. Yeah, and like before I found trading, that's how I was trying to fill the void. Like after I finished football, and when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do next,
Hmm.
I tried to open businesses and start businesses and stuff like that, and it just didn't quite scratch the itch as much. Didn't quite fill the void. And then ever since finding trading, bro, like the parallels that go into it, like
Yeah.
the potential for reward, getting what you put
uh
out of it, battling adversity, just beautiful, beautiful parallels.
100%.
Um,
Amos, what account do you recommend for someone who is just starting out? Or I would say for most people, I would recommend a 50K select account. Consistency during the eval stage, which means that you need to show yourself that the system that you're trading actually works, and you need to show yourself also that you're not going to be breaking your rules. Once you're done with that evaluation, then you'll have access to a funded account. Either you'll choose flex or daily. I choose flex, which is you need 5 winning days of $150 on the 50K to request a payout. And there is no consistency, meaning that you can hit a big trade or let your runners run, build a buffer, and then go for smaller winning days, which I think is very good because you can be very patient until the best trade occurs, your A plus setup occurs, and then you enter with risking it and trying to build that buffer. So I would definitely recommend the 50K select, and of course you have 5% off using the bundle of 5. So if you know you want to copy trade, then the bundle of 5 will definitely save you some money in the long run.
Amos, you trade. I know you've mentioned that you trade your evals much more aggressively, right, than your
Hmm.
funds.
Yeah.
So, is it? Um, I'm surprised that you didn't say the 50K growth, just for the fact of passing it in that first aggressive shot.
Like, yes, like all the accounts are so good, it's hard to choose. I used to say growth all the time for the people who want to skip that, you know, eval phase where it's going to take you a week, 2 weeks to pass because you can smash it in one day. But I think there is such an healthy thing about the like a healthy healthy thing about the select accounts because you can let your runners run and build the buffer, and then that buffer will give you that mental peace of accepting your winning day or your losing day because you're only going for base hits after that. you know so I think also going aggressively for the evals is something that you want to do as like when you are more advanced and when you have so much data on your strategy that you value your time more than the cost of the evaluation in the first place. So you value opportunity cost more than the eval fee. But when you're starting out, or you see you're still trying to figure out things about your edge and you don't necessarily have all the data in the world, I think treating that eval very seriously and showing to yourself that you can pass it by being by following your rules is extremely important. Because how are you going to have the confidence to trade a funded account if you passed the eval in one day, you know? So in that sense, I think for most people, the select accounts are going to be a great investment. But the more mature you are as a trader, the more you can lean towards the growth and the lightning funded accounts.
That was going to be my next topic. Growth and select are amazing, and then we have this, the great lightning account with a more difficult consistency. Which, can trip some people up, but you're already in a funded account. So where does that fall? Where does that fall in your hierarchy? That used to be your favorite account, I think you mentioned in the past, right?
It is still one of my favorite accounts for sure. It's just you need to approach them very differently. I think, when you buy your lightning funded accounts, it is strictly to not have to deal with the emotional struggle of passing an evaluation or not being on the road to get your payout. Okay. But then once you're past that stage of passing the evaluation, you're already funded. The rules are harder. So you need to take it very slow, and you need to accept that for you to reach that profit target, it will not happen in 5 days, because you have to obey by a 20% consistency rule. You actually have also a daily loss limit. The account is not as cheap as the select. So you are carrying a different type of emotion with that initial investment that you've put in the first place. So in my opinion, if you are someone who is extremely patient and you have that personality, the lightning funded accounts are made for you. And they were, for me, when I started, the lightning funded accounts were by far the best, because I was that guy with a lot of data. I was that guy who was able to stay very, very patient, and I had a very low risk reward also. So that consistency rule did not do anything to me, really. I would say currently I'm trading select accounts, but I still have a lot of love for the lightning funded accounts for sure, 100%.
Okay.
I just think they give you a different edge. On the select, you can build a huge buffer from one day when you're funded. When the lightning funded accounts, you need to be extremely passive with them to get the payout, and the profit target is bigger.
Yeah, it seems more of a delayed gratification type of thing.
100%.
We're getting a nice little pushy. I'm curious.
Are you looking for a trade now for the Globex?
I am. Yeah. So I've been eyeing the IB mid. We've been kind of playing around here, diddling in the middle. I didn't want to take a short until we broke this session low, broke and closed below this session low on ES around 7763. So we weren't able to get down there. We tested it, but we weren't able to break and close below it. So now we've gotten the push in the past 10 minutes back up through IB mid. So IB mid here. We have VWAP, EMA, and IB mid kind of intersecting here in the middle, which does give me more influence for that being a strong level in terms of support.
Yeah.
But I'd really like to see a break above and close above yesterday's low before eyeing along, and then maybe target New York session consolidation area around 7774. So I'll be watching this candle. We'll see where this closes.
Bro, I just saw a comment. I need to say it. Someone said sports are a waste of time. It's what every empire used to distract the sheep from what actually matters in life. Bro, you watched way too much Andrew Tate Instagram reels, bro. You gotta get off of that.
Oh, man.
You gotta get off that app, bro. Let me tell you one thing. there's no such thing as like I really disagree with that statement. You know, that's like being extreme with everything that you do. Like, of course, to be successful, to reach certain goals, you need to be locked in. But to the point where you say that it's a waste of time, I mean, I think you need balance in life. Really, you need balance. If you are truly just doing something and you're not doing anything else, you're not having fun on the side, you are gonna burn out, and burning out is a real thing. So I think it's good to have balance. And if you think sports is a waste of time and like what was used to distract people, I think you take life a little bit too seriously, my brother. It's not that deep. Straight.
Yeah, man. And honestly, missing out on a lot of joy, bro. Like there are uh there's all sorts of intangible and tangible benefits of sports in general, like across the board. There's, community building, there's discipline building, there's good habit building, there's health, benefits in terms of exercising and whatnot. Like you could go on and on and on. But for me, what I love the most about it is there's no I feel like there is no better metaphor and comparison to life and learning how to overcome the challenges of life and recognizing how to pursue a common goal with a team of people, which ultimately means humbling yourself in many cases. So, man, such a beautiful thing, and I don't think it's an accident why sports is such a huge
Yeah.
market. Um, so, yeah, missing out on some joy, man. Where was that comment? I didn't see that one. Oh, F Duarte. Who hurt you, bro? Who hurt you?
What do you say?
Oh, he was the one who said sports are a waste of time, whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, let's see this. I want to see this candle closure. We have 1 minute left. If we can close above this 3/4 IB level, which is above IB high and yesterday's low, I think I'm going to enter long for the 5 Connies, 5 minis.
Love that.
Yeah.
If we keep pushing on that candle, and let's say I would say around 105, I will definitely look for a long entry at the open. If we flip though back below 78, this is going to be a moment where I will disregard the divergence between ES and NQ, and I will actually try to short back down towards the gap. But a lot of things can happen within the next 26 minutes, so I'll stay patient. But I think if you look for a trade right now, it could be a monster trade to the upside for sure with the divergence.
I just entered, so I entered on where's my entry? 7767.50. I'm gonna put my stop loss below IB low, just about a point below IB low, and then target that 77. That consolidation area here, 7774. Gonna be my target. We'll see if we can get another retest of IB mid. I might size up on it.
What's your rule for sizing up?
So really, if a level looks like it's being respected, if there's a look below and fail, a strong rejection of that level, then it's more ambiguous, I would say. So, for example, if we came down here, pushed, and it looked like there was a good reaction off of VWAP and IB mid, and then we ended up closing up above towards the top of this candle body, then I would consider that being a strong level and I would enter or size up there. But if we get down here and we have a full body candle closure around that level, or even break and close below that level, then the level is more invalidated for me, in my opinion.
I say you would not look for a DCA, like to average down until you really get a wick from that level again.
Not in
Right.
this particular case, only because I don't have a lot of levels of support. I would consider again here around this IB quarter, IB 25%, because this looks like it's been a strong level in the overnight session. In the Globex in Tokyo, there's been good reactions throughout the session off of this IB quarter, I guess you want to call it. But
Yeah.
Breaking down below there. No, I don't like the DCA because I don't like the risk to reward.
Someone said, "Bro lost his parlay."
I saw that,
Yo,
bro.
yeah, bro. You get sometimes where you enter a room and you know if someone lost or won his parlay. I'm telling you, the last time we went to Arizona, there was a security guard. He was just literally, he was too happy at like 2 a.m. And I looked at Dan. I was like, bro, this guy, I swear to God, he just won his parlay. And we were sitting at the like in the main entrance, and that guy was talking about sports like in a phone call right after, and I was like, I was right about it. I knew it. Like, you just know it. And that guy definitely lost his parlay for sure.
Is sports betting legal in Canada? Do you do it?
I don't sports bet really. I I saw the meme. I was like, so someone said, I'm never gonna sports bet because I don't want to put my bread in another grown man's hands. You know, like, I don't want the decision to be another grown man's, like, having my bread in his, you know.
Yeah, I feel that. Or not even a grown man. Sometimes it's like a 20-year-old kid, bro, that is
Yeah.
like making or
Literally.
breaking
Yeah, true.
that you're putting
Yeah.
rent on. But
Do you bet sometimes? I'll bet if it's like like a big UFC game, like $50. You know, I don't really mind.
mm-hmm. No, I gamble enough in the stock market.
Yeah, that's also what I say to my friends who want me to go to the casino. I'm like, bro, do you know I gamble every day? Market open. I'm like, bro, imagine, like, if I lose 300 tonight, I could have bought 3 accounts, 350Ks, bro. Like, that's also how I see it.
It's crazy how you start trading props and you start using prop accounts as like your currency everywhere. Like, dang, like, you know, I bought this shirt. That could have been 250K, you know, select accounts and all that sort.
I asked the chat the other day, I was like, chat, did you ever go on a date with a girl and then saw the bill and was like, damn, I could have bought 250K accounts? And some of them were like, oh God, I did.
Yo. Oh
Oh
my
shit.
goodness.
It has to be a date though. If it's like, if it's your girl, like if it's your wife, you're tripping. If not, I guess, you know, it's all right. It's all right to think that way.
Man, yeah, that's when you gotta just tell them, like, I just gotta tell Miriam, the more I spend on these accounts, the more I can take you out to those dinners down the road. You know, gratification. That's
Yeah.
it's the perception of value. Yep, yep. But yeah, man, we're getting close to, what do we have? 15, 20 minutes until Tokyo
Yeah.
opens.
20 minutes. So in 20 minutes, I'm definitely going to be in a trade for sure. But we have 236 likes, guys. The first like goal is 250. So make sure to like the stream. At 250, I'm going to do a 50K select account giveaway. Then the second like goal will be 400. And then 500. So we'll do 250, 400, 500, and it will be for 50K, 100K, 150 after. So
Come on, chat. You guys got a reputation to withhold, man. People are starting to talk about you in other sessions. The Asia sessions. Asia session chat. I see some OGs in here too. I see Mexican Dance. I see Dead Chris Bounce. I saw Nev in here a little bit.
Yeah.
Yonasun Perry I saw in here. The OGs. Asia gang be different. Bro, I don't know. I don't think Mexican Dance actually ever sleeps. I see him in I see them every single chat.
Every stream. Do you watch if you watch his London, he's crazy.
He's in London too?
I think he is, but that's what I heard. I think Nick said he was in London.
Bro, I, that's like every session. I
That's
swear.
every session. Like this guy does. Do you sleep?
Real Crispy too, yeah, for sure. Real Crispy's a OG. There's Son Perry. I've been seeing him in here. Lots of OGs, bro. It's such a cool community. Tradeify in general. Such a great traders with different strategies and everything.
Yeah. We're lagging a little bit right now.
Yo, I gotta. This is a crazy story. So, AG Trader said, Amos Terrence, have you been to a gay bar ever? Did you get hit on by gay people? So when I was in college, I had just finished college, and I was doing my pro day training to try to get picked up and like the whole draft process and all that. And I had a friend who was a manager at a bar, and they were like, "Hey, do you want a job?" And I was like, I'll come check it out. I don't know how to make drinks or anything, but I'll come check it out. Don't know a ton about like what they had in mind, but I walk in and management's sitting there and they're all like, "You're hired. Don't even, don't even have to get trained. We'll train you up or whatever." So I'm like, "Okay, cool." Pretty soon, I come to realize that this is a gay bar, and they want me to be a bartender at this gay bar, bro. And nothing against that, but it's what was not what I was expecting at all. So I ended up not doing it. But it was just a crazy story. I got hired, I got brought on and everything, and then find that out afterwards.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
You're him. He hired you immediately on the spot.
what was
Yeah.
funny was they gave me a fake, because I was I was single, I wasn't married or anything like I am now. But they gave me a fake wedding ring because they were like, "Wear this, otherwise you're gonna get hit on a bunch." I don't think this is for me.
Yeah, that's actually a crazy story. But how do you not know before going there that it was a gay bar?
Because it had switched. There was new ownership.
Okay.
Originally there was a bar that was connected to it that was a gay bar. And then the main bar was just a normal bar club type. What I didn't know was that this was around COVID time. That the gay bar had taken over the rest of it. So the whole thing had become a gay bar.
Yeah, okay.
So they
Imagine
were
someone just joins the stream and just hear. He hears us talking about this, he's gonna be like, "What the hell?"
Nothing against it, it's just it wasn't what wasn't what I was expecting and all that, but yeah. Somebody said I missed out on a lot of tips.
You did. You did.
Yeah.
For sure. Crazy comments.
I'm not here, bro.
Oh shit.
Don't lie, that was your spot.
Yeah, you guys are funny, bro.
Oh, sure.
That was your spot. Oh,
If
shit.
anybody wants to check it out, it's called the Globe in Spokane. I think it's still open. Spokane, Washington. The old college stomping grounds. Yeah, chat's too much.
Do you need like did you have that license to be a bartender?
No, I didn't even have my alcohol license. None of it.
And they
So
did
when
not care?
So when they said when they talked about hiring me, they said that I would go through the process. But what happened was my thought was that they were hiring me on to be like a doorman. That was my initial thought. Because they'd hired on some of my teammates before just for like the weekends to come be a doorman. I was cool with. I was like, okay, yeah, that seems easy enough. But then they asked me to be a bartender and said that I would go through with the alcohol license and all that stuff. And then, yeah, decided not to do it. Just focus on ball.
Cool, cool. That's a cool story.
Yeah. What was your first job, Amos?
First job.
Have you always just been trading
No,
in the trenches?
I started my first job was I was 15 actually, and it was for I stayed there for 4 weeks because I asked literally in the first 4 weeks I asked for like 2 days off because I had an exam, so I needed to prepare for that exam. Plus, I had a football game, American football game on Saturday. So then he was like, "Hell no," and I was like, "All right, I'm bouncing then," and I bounced. So it was at a grocery store. I did grocery stores for 3 years,
Hmm.
so or 2 or 3 years, so like 15, 16, 17. And then at I worked at what is it? I was giving masks when the COVID hit.
Like the customers
Uh,
when they came in?
yeah, when they came in, yeah, I was giving masks, but in like when people would get the vaccine, basically vaccinated.
Hmm. Hmm.
So yeah, that was my second job. And then I worked at a warehouse. That was my last job ever. I worked at a warehouse, and it was so cool. We could listen to music. We could also like not take the because I was fasting even back then, so I did not eat lunch to then move 1 hour earlier. It was cool. It was pretty cool for my job when I was 18. I stopped working at 18 though and started trading.
Really? Okay.
Hmm. I actually learned about trading also from one guy there. He was like, he was teaching me about support and resistance
Hmm.
back then. I think it was in 2022. It was like, yeah, I trade a little bit, but it's hard.
Hmm.
And this is really where I think the first time I heard about trading was from this guy at my work.
Do you still keep in touch with him? I mean, he kind of started the
No,
whole. You're like
he would be pretty shocked right now. I'm pretty sure if I tell him, yo, he would be pretty freaking shocked
just
because
say, "Yo,
we're not close at all. Like because I was there for like a year, and then we got this. That's what happened. We got replaced by robots. I swear to God, back in 2022, we
at
got
the warehouse?
replaced at the warehouse. I
Is
swear
this
to
like
God, we got replaced by robots in 2022.
Amazon or something?"
No, it was like a local company here,
Hmm.
but I'm telling you, yeah. So I lost it, and then like they give you work depending on how much time you've been there. If you've been there for like 5 years, you're gonna be the first one who they're gonna give
Got it.
work to. And I was one of the new ones, so I would never get work. So
Hmm.
I just left. Yeah, that was a good work though. Some very good people. Sometimes you get a squad. Some people that you just vibe with at work, and you just want to go to work just because of those people. The work is shit, but those people are just so cool, and you just want to hang around with those people also after work. I,
100%.
I got that experience though for one or 2 years, I would say.
That's a
Yeah.
vibe. Yeah, that's good. That makes it so much better. I did want to mention there was an example here at getting my times messed up, 7:45 that came down. We broke through IB and rejected, kind of swept IB mid and rejected. So I did size up there. Um, Sized up on the IB mid rejection.
Nice.
One
I'm
nice.
definitely interested in the long if we keep pushing here above 92. If we
Mhm.
push above 92, I'm in. Full porting.
Let's go. You said you just need 250, right? And then you get the big payout.
Currently, I'm gonna trade on the eval because it's too right there.
Okay.
This trade is too risky. I'm gonna trade on the eval. But yeah, I definitely do need 250 to request the payout. So I'm just gonna go for a base hit during New York session.
Let's go.
But
Like
usually I
it.
try to pass evals during the Asia session, and I passed so many evals. Like my last set of evals, I literally just passed it here.
Yeah, because you copy trade, right?
Yeah, I copy trade.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of this seems like an interesting conversation amongst the hosts. Some people are like super pro copy trading. Other people are like, no, I gotta trade one account at a time.
You want to know like the crazy thing? Statistically, trading one account at a time is far better for your expected value. Far better for you to not like for you to have the smallest amount of variance possible. If you copy trade, then the worst possible outcome is that you lose 5 accounts plus the initial investment of those
Mhm.
5 accounts, plus you carry the emotional headache after that. Where if you only trade one account by one account and you enter heavy on those, statistically it gives you the biggest edge with props, 100%.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But you know, it's you still need a system to make that work. You know, even if those numbers will tell you, okay, I need to trade it that way. For me, I still copy trade, even though I know this, because I know myself. I cannot treat it seriously. Like with, I cannot treat a funded account seriously if I'm only trading one account. I'm gonna go heavy on those 5. I don't mind.
Got you.
You
That's
know,
what I was gonna ask. Yeah.
yeah, I'm heavy on all 5.
Thanks. You copy the evals and the fundeds, not
No,
just.
no, I copy trade just the fundeds, but I do not copy trade the evals.
Oh,
Copy
okay.
trading the evals because since I enter so aggressively on the evals, I prefer going it one by one to split the variance to not like have to buy maybe 50 accounts in a streak of bad trades. Like the worst case possible like it happened to me is that I have like a 35% pass rate, meaning that I bought 14 accounts and passed 5, which is still very good.
Mm-hmm.
Or like bought 13 and passed 5. I don't really mind. But if you get into a loss streak or like you lose on the last day multiple times with a set of 5 accounts, holy shit. It could be bad. Could
Yeah,
definitely be bad.
for sure. Yeah, yeah. I've played a little bit of both. So because I'm such a base hit trader, my 15-point target on the New York session, uh, I'll copy trade 5 accounts. Uh, um, get past evals that way, whether it's funded or evals. But then there's other times when maybe it's a rough month or I'm tracking my data and it hasn't been a consistent month. I have a lower range down to count past count. We're getting a little bit of a here. He's long.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna try along here at 97 with my first contract. I'm gonna build up a position within this range, but I would want to see us picking me up right now, um, and then potentially even adding to this position.
Okay, let's go.
So I'm gonna be in here at 97. Hopefully I get picked up. Let's see, let's see.
I get some lag.
Yeah,
I
you
lagged a little
lagged a
bit.
little bit for some time, but
We're
I think you
back.
should be good now. I think you should be good. But yeah, you were lagging a little bit.
Real Chris said Robo Terry. That's kind of a fly nickname.
All right, I'm in the long right here at 97. Come on, chat. You got to see that dub. I want to see
Oh,
that dub right here. I want to see the straight push. If we start pushing above 105, I'm gonna add to my winner. If we retrace, I'm gonna be cautious because the open could be aggressive to the downside.
Hmm.
So I'm
Pretty
in
deep.
here. I want us to hold this level right now. looking, I'm definitely not in heavy at all. That's just a starter position. So I would want to engage into more. 57 here, 3 minutes. Let's see.
What's the target?
Currently 122, but if I add to this position, it will turn into a scalp. That's usually how I do it. If we get, like, the aggressive entry would be for a bigger picture play, and the add is to turn that into a scalp.
And 122 based on the that hourly candle.
Yeah, previous hourly candle.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. I want to see us bouncing now. Don't want to see us close. I don't want to see us close below 91. It would be a very poor close for me.
On the 5 minute? Or no?
No, on the 1.
1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
You have the 1 minute and the hourly, right?
Yeah. Good push here. I'm gonna size in more here. I like it. I like that close. I really like that close here for 2.
Been playing around IB high, which is also a pre-market high. Just break through that. Yes. 30 seconds left on the 5 minute candle.
Yeah. Let's see what we'll do here. I'm gonna be in heavy on that one. I'm gonna be in very heavy. Probably risking the whole eval.
Are we looking at 4 cons?
Yeah, far.
Let's go. Swinging for the fences, chat. See it here live.
See if I get picked up on that one. Don't think I'll get picked up. Okay. No, pick me up. It's wiki. I really want to get picked up on that one. Shit. I miscalculated 50.
A little pushy.
Yeah.
ES is pushing. NQ seems to be kind of lagging. Let's go, chat. You get to see both Amos and I are currently in longs. Amos long on NQ. I'm long on ES right now, going off the IB Globex strat. We got a like target. We hit the first one at 250. Next one is 500, I believe. So let's run it up, baby, so we can get you guys some free accounts.
Come on. I think we can get it here.
There's a nice push on ES.
Yeah, I'm gonna go break even. I want to see us run past 103. Come on. No break evens. Come on. Move.
ES is pushing. I don't know why NQ's kind of lagging. We need Spudnik's soundboard.
So weak above the high. Every time. Come on. Can you get one breakout? Once. That APM is so weak nowadays, bro. It is so weak.
Are you still targeting 22 after sizing up?
Mm-hmm. No, not 22. 108. But oh shit, yeah. Yeah, break even on that. Again. Like, we just cannot get past that high. It's like it's been happening so many times now. We just cannot get past that high. We can't.
Dang. Hey, break even's a win, bro. Break even's a
It
win.
is. I would have wanted to see the ad here at 85, which I didn't. I was not able to see from that push down here. But then every time we just sweep that internal high, we just dump immediately from the next candle without seeing any pressure, which is wild.
Somebody said, Michael Price. Terrence, I'm from the UK. Were you a USA football star? You were saying, bro. So I played American football, yeah. So I played Division I football in college. And then I played a little bit after that, a couple different areas. Never made it to the big leagues, the NFL. I worked out with the Seahawks. I was invited to a workout, but they never picked me up. I was supposed to go play with Montreal Alouettes, and then the season canceled due to COVID. So I went and played arena football for a year. And then after that, decided it was time to get a real job because there wasn't a lot of opportunities at that point. So, yep, that's the quick version of the football background. But played it my whole life. Football and sport is in my veins. We did get a nice closure of that Tokyo 5-minute candle, the opening candle above IB highs. So I kind of like that. Still sitting.
You're in profits right now, right?
Yeah, we're in profits. I mean, 2 points currently. So not a ton in 6 micros because we sized up on the IB mid test.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Trade number 4 of the Globex IB strat.
Yeah, I would say Asia has not been acting the way that we're used to see it within the last 2 months. Like every time we sweep high, or like every time when Tokyo hits, it is extremely choppy compared to previous months where we tend to break out way more. So we'll make some adjustments for sure. Just looking back at it, of course, the ad at 85 would have made me even that I would have TP'd at 107 still. Usually never TP like so close to the high. But yeah, another break even, 5 break evens in a row. At least I did not take a loss, but at least same read, same exact trade every time. But it looks like within the last week it's more capital preservation and staying alive. Looks like. So we are currently at 355 likes, guys. Make sure to like the stream. At 400 likes, I'm doing me and Terrence are doing a 100K lightning. No, not lightning. I'm not. We're not doing lightning. I don't know why I said lightning. 100K select account. And at 500 likes, we're doing a 150K select account. I don't know why I had lightning in my mind.
Lightning on the mind. I
I
feel
think
it.
every time I speak about 100Ks, it's lightning because
Let's
those
go. Let's run
100K
it up,
lightnings
chat.
are good.
It's been a solid stream so far. We saw Amos get in a long break even. That's a win. We're still sitting in this IB long that we initiated off of the bullish IB mid break. We're sitting in it, targeting 7774 on ES. So let's go. I saw somebody ask what I ran the 40 in. I knew this question would come eventually.
That's a good question. Right,
So-
I want to know right now.
So unofficially, my best 40 time was 4:43, but at my pro day, so officially
4:43.
like the official pro day where they're sitting there, like all the scouts are timing you and everything, my 40 was 4:53. So a little bit bummed about that. So officially 4:53 is my 40, but I can run a 4:43. I have the video footage to prove it.
Damn, okay, you're fast. 4:43.
I was, bro. I'm an unk now. I'm an unk.
Damn.
That's a decent 40. Yeah, for my size, it was really good too. Like being 6'5", I had good movement and agility, I guess you could say, for my size. Still not bad. Look up Jerry Rice. I don't know what Jerry's 40 was, to be honest.
What's your jump, vertical jump?
Oh, my jump. I think my pro day vert was 36.5 inches. And that's just from standing. So you go 2 feet and jump.
Yeah, without...
Instead of running, yeah, like what they do in basketball.
How good are you at basketball, by the way?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of a hooper, low key. I don't like to like...
That's for sure. If you played football, I don't see how you're not a hooper. It's literally impossible.
You know what? Here's my thing though. Ever since, because I've always been the tall kid. So like growing up when I was going through like AAU or like select basketball and all that stuff, my coaches always just put me in the key as like a true big, like an old school like, inside out basketball. So I never really like developed my shot in my like outside shot. Inside the key, I'm nice. Like I'm like the big fundamental. But outside the key, my jumper is questionable, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel it. Like if you play in high school and you're tall already, you're gonna play big man. But in reality, you're gonna be the size of a NBA point guard, even if you're 6'5". So yeah, I get it. I think a lot of people is exactly they went to the same thing. Or like people being like 6'2". I remember like most of the people in my high school, if you were 6'1" or 6'2", you would play post or you would play big man for sure for the team, when in reality you should play point guard.
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy, bro, how big guys are in the league.
Yeah.
Kate Bless Trader said, "You have a plan to fly with Turkish airline with Joey?" Actually, yeah. You're probably joking, Kate, but yes, Turkey is in my future for sure. I'm gonna get the throwback and everything. Man, USA football and basketball is alien stuff to UK. You know what though? They're starting to play more and more games in the UK, the NFL, around the world.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like every year for the past few years, they've been having games in Germany, UK, Australia, I think.
Good.
Yep. Are we looking on the likes? Let's see.
390.
390. Come on, chat.
It's slow today. It's actually slow. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
400 likes. 400 likes. We're doing a 100K select account giveaway. And 500 likes. We're doing a 150K select account. So make sure to like the stream and also subscribe to the channel so can bless you with that free account.
You look like a football player, Terrence. I think that's good. Mexican dance, let's eat.
What's your did you do like the thing with the bench press?
Yeah,
like the 225?
my pro day bench, I did 14 reps at 225.
Yeah, okay, shit.
Which was good for my size. My pro day numbers are pretty good.
So you went to the NFL Combine?
It's not so there's a couple of things, like the dudes who are like the guys, like you're going to the NFL, are invited to the Combine, but each school, you basically get invited to participate in your pro day, which is where scouts will come to your school and you actually go through the NFL, the exact same thing as the NFL Combine, but at your school.
Okay.
So that was what happened with me. I didn't get invited to the Combine, but I did do my pro day.
Okay, that's good.
And so that's like where it's all official numbers, all the scouts are there and they're the ones measuring and everything like that. So that's why I'm saying like my pro day numbers, because they're the most official numbers.
Insane.
Dead Chris Brown's, how tall are you compared to your wife? So Miriam is more than a foot shorter than I am. Literally more than a foot. I think she's like 5'2". I'm 6'5". Moss, you already know I gotta ask you, bro.
Tell me.
Any more prospects, bro, or we still waiting?
Bro, you want me to be honest? The thing is with me is man, I don't have that much time.
Yeah.
I swear. I actually don't have that much time. Like, I'm super locked in. I have my own group. I have Tradeify TV. I post so much content online too. You know, I do my own edits for my short form. I mean, you know, even if I was talking to a girl, I would probably just see her on Saturdays. That's max. Literally max. Because when I'm a grind mode, you know. So I mean, I think currently I'm in a point in my journey where I allocate a lot of time to my work, and I don't really have time for another person. Especially, like, if you think about it, the beginning phases are usually where you need to put in the, you know, you need to put in the work, you know, to get to know the other person. And, you know, and especially like getting to know another person, like, how many times that I've been in that stage? Like, I'm kind of over with that, you know.
I feel you there, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel like there will be the right time for sure, but now I definitely don't have the time.
I feel that, and that it seems like that's when the best stuff happens, is when you're not looking for it, right? Because then like genuine.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. You don't chase, you attract. Yeah.
That's a bar. I like that.
That's the quote.
I like that.
We just read the same comment.
Oh man, that is funny.
Oh shit.
This chat is funny.
Yeah, you thought I was gonna get.
I've been forgetting to like read the comment in my head before saying it out loud.
Yeah, that's a skill you need to have here during Asia session. This is a skill for sure.
Man, this chat does not disappoint. I want to see this this 5 minute candle reject IB high, close back outside of IB high, and I'll consider sizing up. So let's see. Looks like it might be. Oh, getting a little movement.
What is this action though?
Yeah.
I need some explanation on that 8 p.m. Like 8 p.m. used to be like peak. Used to be 9:30 open, but right now it looks like we're not getting more than a 15-point scalp, not even a 10-point scalp. Usually I want to turn that into 20-point scalps, but here we're only getting 12 points, 6 points, 10 points. It's hard.
I think the volume, like Tokyo, Japan, Eastern countries during the summer, August especially, take a lot of time off, like weeks off. So I think the volume just being so low at this time is having a big impact.
Yeah, definitely on end of August, like you're not, even during the New York session, you're not going to see too much volatility. You need to be very careful with trading the AM and PM session for sure. Someone said, Amos, marry my sister. I don't know if you're a man or a woman, but I don't think I would ever say that to another man, marry my sister.
Wild. Man.
But that means a lot, though. It means like you.
That is a big statement. Yeah, for sure. Yep. See, yeah, August, everybody is on vacation. Terrence, how did you meet Miriam? We met at the same apartment complex. So we lived at the same apartment complex. And then I knocked on her door and poured my heart out to her. And then the rest is history.
You see that those kind of things, I'm not doing that. I'm still not doing that,
See, that's the thing, bro.
I'm not a shooter.
And low key, like the culture has kind of made people not want to do that, honestly. Like the culture has almost made it taboo to appropriately,
Yeah, I agree.
Low key.
I agree. Yeah, we had that conversation.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with that. I think that's more old school way of dealing with things. Nowadays, it's Instagram.
Yeah, for sure.
Or like clubs in general, but like, bro, you don't want to hit up a girl at the club, like it's
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I got a nice rejection of that IB high, now kind of pumping. 20 seconds left in this candle. I might size up on this. Yeah, I agree. You don't want to find the girl at the club. 10 seconds left. I like that push. Add one more.
So I said, yeah, people in social have made it more of an issue to just say hi to a girl, or like just say, I saw you, wanted to know your name. You'd probably get arrested nowadays for doing that. That's true.
Damn. I did size up on that candle closure with the rejection of IB high. So let's see. Terrence, when you said it rejected the IB high, what are you talking about? New York IB? So dead Chris bounce. For the Asia Sesh strat, I'm going off of the Globex initial balance. So for East Coast time, what is that? 5 o'clock? 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock is the 1 hour IB range for Globex. And then I had entered the trade off of a strong push through the IB mid. We had VWAP, EMA, and yesterday's low acting as additional support on that long entry. So entered long at about 7:30 East Coast time. Stop loss below IB low, and I'm targeting New York session consolidation area 774. So sized up off of the Globex IB high bounce is what I was talking about.
Someone said, yo, Mice, I don't have a sister, but you can date my mom if you want. Some people are crazy.
And everybody out there.
That was tough. Shit.
My goodness.
Yeah, that unk was cooking for sure.
Where we at? 473. What's a like goal? 500? 500?
Yeah. Can we share Terrence's screen production? He's currently cooking in his trade right now. We need people to see that.
Yeah. Parents, are you going to join the Asia session every day? So Ho Yoga Benito, I'm on Mondays and Wednesdays. I think we have a fees Tuesdays and Thursdays, right?
Yeah,
We can-
exactly.
Yep. Patrice, yes, Globex is 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Eastern. Yep. So I'm going off the Globex IB range. But yeah, chat. So we're sitting in this long. We've been in it since 7:30 on the East Coast on this IB mid break. Sized back up on a nice rejection of IB mid. And then price kind of rallied up. We broke IB high, retested IB high, and sized up again. So still sitting in this long on
Good
slow
stuff, Terrence.
ES.
That's do you plan on going break even somewhere?
So that's something that I've been trying to explore with this IB strat, to be honest, because I don't like I like the levels of protection right now for my stop loss. I would only consider moving it up to maybe IB mid currently, just because
Okay.
again, you have all of those levels of protection. Since we're already, we're only 5 points away from TP, I really want to see this play out. I don't think I'm going to move break even on this trade.
Okay.
Because I would
Right,
even
chat.
explore, again, sizing up if we get another IB high retest.
Okay, sizing up again. Okay, that's good. You're gonna be in 10 micros?
I'm currently in 6. No, I'm in 7. I'm in 7 micros. So if it's there, the levels are respected, which they do seem to be really well respected right now. I'm not afraid to size up.
Amazing. All right, so chat, we're currently at 482 likes, 500 likes, and we're doing 150k select account giveaway. At 600 likes, we're doing another one. So make sure to like the stream. I don't know if we're gonna get to 600. I highly doubt that. So that might be a potential rug pull from my end if you guys don't get it. But at 500, I think we're gonna get it easily. It is gonna be a 150k select account giveaway. So make sure to like the stream, guys.
That's right, Mexican. You heard it right. It's the big boy select.
Moss, your trade worked out. Just need a little time to cook. I think, once that internal high gets swept, for me, I don't see any value in taking the trade anymore. That's from my perspective, or like being engaged in a trade where I'm not break even. So yes, it pushed up, but I would say currently it's more of a prediction, not necessarily how I would look at the open right there. I would have yes, I am seeing the next candle closing bullish on the hourly for sure. I see it has quite some chances of seeing 124, but with the vicious retracement that we saw here at 8:03 p.m., this is not something I would want to engage. I would still want to be in a long after seeing that deep of retracement. And if you go back on the recordings of the previous streams, you'll see that many times where I went break even, it ended up actually displacing in the complete opposite side, and that hourly bar ended up closing bearish. So, of course, it's so easy to say in hindsight, and of course, we're seeing the longs playing out currently, and it would have hit the exact target I had it. I was planning to take profit in, but it is what it is. I don't see any value in taking longs once we don't get the right timing of the push.
Yeah, Manu said, Terrence, do you wait for retracement after IB broke, or is your is your entry based on the 50%. So the entry was based on the 50%. We sized up on the 50% retrace, and then we sized up after we broke and closed above IB and then retested IB high with a break below. Giveaway, please, Terrence. It is coming, y'all. We got it. We got it coming. Let's see where we at with the like count.
Yeah, we're at 516. So let's start with the giveaways right now because we have multiple to do. Let me send the words to you, Brent. Let's think about some good words. Damn. Wait. Okay. What can we say? Yeah. Okay. Yes, give me some inspiration, but I definitely have.
I knew I was gonna regret picking that up, bro, honestly.
Oh shit. Bro, we might receive a message from HR tomorrow if we do that now. I don't think it's that deep though. Alright, first word, steroids.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good word. We definitely did talk a lot about steroids in the first part. So type it once, not more than once, or you're gonna get disqualified. So type steroids in the chat.
Out of everybody on the Tradeify team, who would you most
Nick.
Most seed.
Nick.
I couldn't even finish.
Bro, that guy's on juice.
Man,
bro, I've been trading for like 6 years or 5 years. That guy's too big, bro. He doesn't. He either takes it way too seriously or he just genetically very gifted. I think he is genetically very gifted. You know why? Because he still holds like some, like he's not like fully like 5% body fat with this amount of muscle mass. You know.
Whoa.
He's 5%? Like, no, he's not. You know, usually like you would think someone would be on steroids if he's holding a lot of muscle mass plus he's lean, but he's not that lean. He's like maybe 12, 13. So it makes sense. But yeah, Nick for sure. He's huge. He's absolutely huge.
Dang, okay.
And I definitely told him in front of him. I was like, bro, you can tell me, you know. I try to press him. You can tell me, bro.
Secret safe with us.
We can select the winner now. Damn, we're definitely yeah, congrats. Man Sud here. Congrats, brother. You won a 50K select account. Make sure to type in the chat right now and also to have your email in your YouTube description. Now let me do the second word. Okay, I have a good word. Oh shit. That's like a very good word.
I was trying to think of one that had to do with your team getting kicked out of the league.
No, the word is double bike.
Hey, that is taking it back early in the stream. I forgot.
Yeah, it was early as hell, but double bike.
The double bike. I need to like have chat make a picture of that or something.
Yo, Tony just sent me a picture of that, bro. AI. Oh, that shit is too funny. I need to share my screen. Oh my days. Oh my days. Yeah, bro, Tony cooked. Holy shit. Yo, look at that. Oh my god. Look at my screen chat. Yo, that is crazy.
How come I'm in the back though? Am I supposed to be in the back? Why do I look smaller than Miriam?
Yo, shit. That's bro. That's crazy. That's a W picture right there.
Fire. Fire. I need that. It's my new screensaver.
All right, we can now select the winner. Congrats, Eightless Warrior 1. Congrats, brother. You won a 100K select account. Make sure to type in the chat right now and have your email in your YouTube description. Now let's do the last word. What words can I do?
Is this for the big boy? Is this for the 150?
Yeah, it's for the 150 right there.
Okay. That drop some inspo.
Yeah, drop me some inspiration right there.
Double bike was a good one. Steroids was a gem.
Yeah, steroids.
Date my sister.
Yeah. No, Tony, we're not doing that again. Hell no. Tony said, MJ proper the GOAT.
Come on, man.
He is not. We're gonna do
443. Let's go, Mark. Chat is crazy.
We're just gonna do this one. The best word ever that I've ever seen was the 1%. 1% was like, bro, was such a goated word. Okay, so the next word is bartender. Because Terrence was a bartender at a gay bar.
We don't need to talk about why.
GG's chat.
Man. Oh man, chat. You guys always know how to put a smile on my face. Appreciate you. Asia session chat is still undefeated.
Yeah. Let's select the winner now. Congrats, Wick Trade. You won a 150K select account from Tradeify. Thank you guys so much for this beautiful session. It's already time for us to say goodbye. I took a trade. It was a break-even trade. Unfortunately, you see that big amount of chop here. We are not seeing aggressive opens like we're used to. So unfortunately, I needed to take that break-even on that one. Terrence actually took a trade also. He's currently in profits right now. So hopefully he'll be able to win this. Any closing words, my brother?
Man, chat, it's always a blessing to get to come on, chop it up with you guys, hang out, Amos. Always great to learn from you and chat with you. Hope you guys had a wonderful day or have a great rest of your day. Looking forward to seeing you on Wednesday, where we keep continuing to experiment with the IB Lobeck strat.
No, it's the IB. It's for sure the IB now.
Yep.
All right, perfect. I like that. All right. So much love, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow at the same exact time. Peace out.
All right, y'all.